Why does everyone in the Big Ten become Iowa?
Everything evolves to eventually become a crab.
Ryan Day wanted the crab fight.
This team has two claws and he wants to snip at you with them.
He will play like the crab if he feels threatened.
Welcome to the Claw State Podcast, Claw State CFB Podcast. We should change the titles, but the Claw State CFB Podcast. I'm Josh. That's my sister. That's John. And it is officially the off season, so we're doing things a little bit differently. Starting off with the most off-season story ever. Dabo Swinney accusing Pete Golding of tampering with his players. Luke Farrelly is this linebacker for Clemson. He had been there for, I think, a year or two. And allegedly, Pete Golding had been texting with him saying like, oh, we have this offer on the table, blah, 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 blah. And Dabo got wind of it and he's like, what the hell? And instead of being like, well, I tamper, so I'm not going to say anything, but I am mad. He's just like, no, he's tampering. There has to be like a punishment in place for this to not be a problem. If this rule means anything at all, it has to be enforced. And that's apparently led to like this firestorm of people being like, so-and-so's tampering with my players. But now it's like, well, Ole Miss has been confirmed tampering. Ole Miss was tampering with one of my guys too. How much have y'all heard about this?
Yeah, I mean, all I know is that he's so mad. Like, he's really... like, I've heard, like, they've updated their website to be salty. Like, they've updated so much shit. John, wait, you've heard this, right?
They updated their website?
Yeah, they on Farrelly's player page on Clemson's website, they removed like all of the data except a like edited up video of the press conference that Dabo was detailing all this stuff in.
Yeah, they basically made his Wikipedia just Luke Farrelly controversy and literally no other categories or anything else he did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of funny. For one, I always think it's interesting when sports writers are like trying to like cover transfer portal topics or like prospects, and they'll go to the team's website where the player just was, and they'll look for any details about this incoming player. Some places, if they're salty, they will do stuff like this and just be like, no, you don't know anything about him. Fuck you. It doesn't matter that he was freshman of the week in week 8 in 2024. I'm not telling you that anymore.
Okay, can someone give me some background on Luke Farrelly? Like, he's not originally at Clemson, right? Wasn't he?
I believe he was at Cal.
He's at Cal,
Yeah.
So then he transfers to Clemson, and then he's doing this, and now I guess not mid-transfer, but like he just got there, and then they're already pushing him.
Yeah,
Like, is that basically the timeline?
He was signed with Clemson for like maybe 10 days or something, 7 days, that sort of time frame, and the one of the text messages that Dabo had that he put on a PowerPoint slide in the media room with all the other receipts was Golding personally texting the player saying, I know you're signed, but what's the buyout? Dude, and I think it's awesome. It's like what Josh said earlier. It's like every time we have one of these things where coaches are just nebulously bitching about tampering, they're doing it too, so they can't call anyone out. I actually do believe that Dabo's program is not like engaging in this level of cheating, because they wouldn't have gone 7-6 last year if they were. And like, he knows that he can call people out because he's not going to get that smoke back.
he's probably not doing it. Yeah, but the only thing is, like, how does he know? Like, how did he get these text messages?
So Farrelly was like, he seemed like he was waffling back and forth pretty often. Like the player told Clemson's GM and Dabo like what was going on multiple times throughout the process. Like he let them know when he was getting these texts, and he was saying, you know, just so you guys know, I'm still getting contacted by Ole Miss, but I'm staying. And that went on for 4 or 5 days before he turned his phone off and went to Ole Miss.
Yeah, wait, why did he fucking leave? Was it really just he got more money? Like that
I
was
think
it?
it's money. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
what's the
stupid,
enforcement mechanism to make you stay?
I mean,
even
I
if you're
figured you picked Clemson.
going to the place, have a room, go to class, fuck it. Like that only matters so much.
These fucking kids, they don't know shit about commitment. They don't know how to commit to any relationship. I love that that's what the coaches are. They're like online dating and they're very offended. Like that these men won't commit to them. Like I feel like that's what's happening. They're texting other boys. Like I'm so mad.
I think the weirdest thing is how little like a signed document means.
Literally nothing.
I'm like, I figured like, all right, transfer portal's crazy. It's the Wild West, but at least when we have pen to paper, that'll be the end of it. And now, even when it got like USC posts those like signing day photos, like it was kind of controversial. Like it looks like an NFL like player signing a contract. Like they have someone in the team facility with the big screen right behind them. And now it's like, I guess we're just deleting that social media post. like that doesn't mean anything. And then
I don't really remember this. I don't remember this happening very often in the last few years, but there was a bunch of like true freshman dudes who had committed out of high school, signed, and then when the portal window opened a month later, they were in the portal. Like that was happening at least to a way higher degree this year than any other years.
I think another thing, like that is the factor that makes the biggest difference in my mind, that there's one less portal window. So these decisions are happening like suddenly, like circumstances have changed in 4 days instead of like, oh, we went to a couple spring practices. I had meetings with coaches. I found out that this guy is way better than me. I was on a practice field with him and now I need to go. That at least made sense to me. This is, well, you know what? The Caden Proctor story is now a relic of a bygone era. Because Caden Proctor came to Iowa, got all fitted up, was there for a couple weeks. People had a chance to fall in love with him and say, oh, we're putting all this behind us now. And then after like a couple months of believing something, then it wasn't true. Now it's like, all right, Damon Williams tried to leave Washington like 4 days after signing, and that was like a whole thing. But now instead of that saga being like, oh, I started a CFB 26 Dynasty campaign with Damon Williams on my team, and I won a championship with him in the game. It's 4 days ago I got a notification on my phone, and now it was a lie. I don't know. I wonder where the level of buy-in for like the casual observer is. Because like right now, nothing matters until kickoff. And honestly, week 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
When people decided they're going to play the whole season.
It's not even week 5 anymore. They're doing the 9-game redshirt thing.
Oh my God. I forgot about that.
Wait, what's the 9-game? Is it, wait, how does that work?
They're changing the 4-game redshirt rule to 9 games. I don't know if that's like official NCAA yet, but the coaches like recommended it as a rule change, and those usually go through.
Why does anyone even listen to any rules in the NCAA? Like, just call their bluff and show
College
up.
basketball. Hello, you suck.
I know, aren't there? Sorry, there are former.
There are pro players playing in college basketball. It's cool, but
it opens a model. I mean, if you're playing in the UFL, you left early, you have a year of eligibility left. There's nothing stopping Hakeem Butler from coming.
Except the rule that says you forfeit your
State.
eligibility when you go in the draft. And then you just sue a judge in Tuscaloosa County who happens to be in fucking Alabama donor. And then, oh no, the NBA player's back in basketball. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you could just graduate. You don't have to be 32 years old at a fraternity party. You can move on with your life and become an adult. I don't know, like, just move. Anyway, whatever.
Whatever.
That's a fair chatter. Is Clemson just bad at this? Like,
Yes.
is that really the headline? Because listen, I never hear this about Georgia, and I'm like, we have to be doing this 10 times worse and losing players all the time, right?
I think it's as simple as if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, and I don't think Dabo's cheating.
I'm on Dabo's side for the record, but
I am on Dabo's side for this.
yeah,
It's
but
the moral
we are
he's
Dabo's
getting
team.
fucked. Yeah,
Which
that's
is
true.
I love that one of the very first games we played on this show was a collection of real and fake Dabo Swinney quotes where we were just making fun of him for like 30 minutes. And now we're like, look, it's the moral high ground of college football
Yeah.
against the evil Ole Miss tamperers.
Yeah, I mean, he lost. He literally lost the lot. The player left. So
Yeah.
it didn't matter, but I don't know.
Well, that was another thing I wanted to touch base on. Not even touch base, but it was a tweet by @RubRChickens. Kind of lost in all this Dabo Golding silliness is that someone is willing to pay a rising sophomore linebacker who may or may not be pretty good $2 million to come to their school, like he's the second coming of Mike Singletary or something. End tweet.
I thought
I don't understand, dude. 2 million. I guess is 2 million a lot in this case. I mean, I know 2 million's a lot in real life.
I mean,
but like for a college, for an SEC school that just went to a Final Four, is $2 million a significant investment?
I mean, it theoretically, if the cap was real, the $20 million or whatever, like yes, but we've all seen that that's totally fake from LSU telling Lane he's gonna have 30+ million for his roster and all that. Like, yeah, 2 million would be a huge amount if it was 10% of your spend, but like,
yeah, but you have to you have to justify the spending. Apparently there was some LSU story where they had to verify these like $1 million deals. And I'm just not sure how something like that, one, gets legislated, two, gets followed up on in time to like go to training camp. Like that feels like way too fast of a turnaround to sort through the documents. Like it feels insane.
it definitely won't.
Also, is this 2 million number right? I thought it was 1 million. Is it 2 mil?
I think 1 mil was the original Clemson deal. And so I don't know if it's reported or just assumed that like it would have to be a pretty big bump over that to justify
Really?
leaving after. Yeah.
Because when I was on the Sports Illustrated, it said like Golding texted him a picture of a $1 million contract. So I was like, if Golding did it, then that must have been up from what Clemson was paying.
But
Right?
that was somewhat early in the process of
Sure. They might have doubled, yeah.
Farrelly, like this, that was when he was still playing ball with Clemson and telling them all this stuff that was happening. So the assumption is that it would have had to have gone up for him to change his mind.
Okay. All right. Well,
Crazy.
good to know. Good to know.
But
I don't know.
I mean, to Dabo's point in his press conference, he was like, "This is open and shut. Like, this isn't going to take 3 years or 3 months. Like, the NCAA should be able to immediately just call this what it is and slap whatever the penalty is on Ole Miss." Which I was doing some reading. Tampering NCAA wise is like a level 2 or level 3 violation. It's not even like that big of a deal to them. So like, even if they do this, like, and punish Ole Miss for this, the maximum is that Pete Golding is going to get like a 1-game suspension next year. Like,
Oh, they should let them choose which game they want to be suspended for. That way they don't have to risk anything ever.
yes.
The Michigan.
Yes.
That has to be kind of nice. Having like a 1-game suspension. I'm like deep in the trenches with my program. Like there's just like a Saturday I have off. Like, it's good form to pay attention. Like I should be doing something with that time. But like I'm suspended from like coaching a football game. Does that just mean I can go to a high school the night before and sleep in the next day? Like what does that mean?
I think they watched the game. I don't think he's playing with his Nintendo Switch like during the
No,
football
I'm saying
games.
you can do so much other work that you don't.
True,
like,
yeah. You can
I
recruit
play
other teams'
CFB
players.
26. Those
Yes.
hours are valuable.
You can recruit the other team's players while you're there. You can focus on
Absolutely.
Yep.
that. Yeah.
Next topic. It's kind of, well, very much related, but Darian Mensah. This situation, Duke quarterback Darian Mensah, signed with the team, was going to come back, then said, actually, no, I'm going to leave on like the last day of the transfer portal. Duke's like, we're taking you to court over this. They issue a restraining order from keeping him from enrolling at another school. That has since been settled as of January 27th. So he can leave, but I'm unsure what Duke gets out of this by settling. Because there's not like...
I think they just know they'll lose, so they just get money.
I think that's exactly it.
I mean,
Just
it's
the money
stupid they'll
back?
lose, but they'll lose.
Yeah. So I think since there was no buyout, right? Which Mensa has something Duke wants, which is Mensa playing for Duke. Duke has something that Mensa wants, which is his ability to get paid to play college football because of the exclusive NIL rights or whatever the fuck. So Mensa was probably never going to come back and play for Duke. So Duke was probably like, hey, pay us some money and we'll let you out of this.
And that
Which
was
sucks.
a de facto buyout just by settling.
I would
Interesting.
expect that to be the case.
So in the
Also-
court case, they're not like trying to figure, well, we're guessing, but like in the court case, instead of figuring out like, how could you, it's all right, we didn't have a buyout clause initiated, so we're negotiating that now. And that's
I
what
think
was
so,
settled.
yeah, because I think basically what I would assume is like this guy wants to leave. Like we can't possibly keep him even if we can contractually enforce it. Like he'll probably just not play, and we'll just have a sunken roster spot, or like whatever issues, toxicity, all that bullshit they got. So I think they
Big
just want to
distraction.
yeah, they're like, all right,
Yeah.
at a minimum, we have to walk away with something here. You can't just like literally fuck us this bad.
Plus-
So
Plus, it's not, an employment contract because the NCAA is scared of labor laws. It's and
Yeah.
they can't directly say that it's a contract to play college football because that would be pay to play and that's against the rules or
so
whatever.
what is it? A contract with the athletic department? Like what is
It's-
it technically?
It's basically that it's like the revenue sharing deal, right? That they can pay this guy for his name, image, and likeness rights or whatever, but it's not. It's just everyone has to tiptoe around like what they're actually doing, and it's just because the NCAA 15 years ago didn't see it coming and didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I either way, like this probably worked out the best for them. At least like they're gonna get paid out. I assume it's just like undisclosed how much they got.
Yeah,
because they're private and Miami's private.
Yeah.
So I assume that like it's just low key. On the flip side, like Miami got a pretty good QB.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely gonna walk away pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they paid, but it's definitely worth it.
I'll say
Something-
this. Because some of the numbers that were thrown around have become public, Damon Williams, Washington quarterback, still was offered somewhere in the neighborhood of $6 million. I think he has multiple years of eligibility. Carson Beck was offered $4 million last year. Now it seems like if you're looking for a Sam Levitt, a Brendan Sorsby, you're starting with $4 million. So I'm not sure what the deal was. Hell, a middle linebacker is worth around $2 million. So how much is your quarterback?
A lot.
Yeah.
From
something
rev share alone.
Something I think is interesting about this is like we're at the point in college football where the only groups that like have power to determine what's going on in the sport are basically the conferences. Like why is the ACC doing nothing about one of their member schools poaching a player under contract from one of their other member schools?
Because
Like,
they're stupid. They're like the
yeah,
worst.
well, yeah,
run
they're the
conference.
ACC, I know, but like, why are you not stepping in and saying, Miami, you cannot do this shit?
I know. I mean, if any of these conferences were smart, they would just implement like a super regimented regulatory framework for this shit, just so
Right.
that they could get better coaches. I guarantee if this persists, some coaches are just gonna go to another fucking conference. Like that does it better, you know. That's why I'm thinking like the Big 12, if they regulate this way better, I mean, perhaps they already are. Like the ACC will lose coaches if this persists.
Yeah. Well, and the Big Ten already did this like a month ago with Damon
Yeah.
Williams. Like they all of the Big Ten schools got together and like circled the wagons, and they're like, "Hey, our contracts are ironclad. We're gonna we're gonna fight this sort of shit," even though that wasn't actually like a intra-conference attempted poaching. Like the Big Ten fully supported Washington with everything on that. Like I think they had a unanimous vote that they're like, we can't allow this shit, and it worked. Like, why
Yeah,
is the ACC? Why is the ACC stupid? Is a question that cannot be answered in this
you could have
format.
asked that literally every year for 20 years.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is probably our briefest topic, I'll say. But Colorado left tackle Jordan Seaton transfers to LSU. Lane Kiffin is big game hunting. That is a top quarterback, a top left tackle, and Kansas State wide receiver Jace Brown is also there. So another top transfer wide receiver. So, I mean, I'm not going to ask y'all to make any predictions about year one Lane Kiffin LSU. And I think the three of us have all agreed, like, this should probably work somewhat. But what do moves like this mean when you'll have players, one, transferring out of the SEC because they would have to sacrifice a year of eligibility to do so, and two, when you see like off-season additions like all aligning in one place, how does like some undertaking like that work? Like, you have a lot of money to throw around, sure, but can you really afford? I mean, I guess the answer is yes. But I guess my question was, can you really afford for, like, all right, I'm going to go to 247, I'm going to sort by position, and I'm going to take the best guy? Is that really like a viable strategy? Is that something that everyone intends to do? Or is like, is this just like an LSU new energy, new head coach sort of thing? Is this something that they could have done in the past? I guess.
I think they probably could have. I mean, Texas A&M did it in Jimbo's last year, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, they can afford all the best players. They're LSU. I have to assume at some point one of these schools will go into debt to do this, but right now I don't think they are. Yeah, I mean, they can afford to do it, and Lane Kiffin is probably going to be good. I mean, like, they have an amazing roster, and he plays at LSU, and there's no competitor in state. So, like, in terms of like,
Oh
recruiting.
man,
So like
That is
LSU
true.
always gets the best players from Louisiana, and Louisiana is like one of those states that just produces like freaks. So like, yeah, I mean, it'll probably work. To my like sadness, I hope it ends up like Texas A&M. I hope they go 8-5 for like 7 years straight. Like,
it's got to be natty or bust for Lane year one. Fire him if you don't win.
yeah,
You've got to
think we
prime
should
the
just-
narrative.
I don't think you get the chance to fire a guy like that.
No, you're LSU.
He
you
breaks
have
up
to.
with you.
You have to.
If Lane Kiffin says, fuck this year is going great, what school does he transfer to next? What's a better job than LSU?
Oh, the NFL. Time is a flat circle. He'll just go. He'll go to some fucking team in the NFL and then leave after a while.
And he'll go back to Tennessee after that.
Yeah. So much of college football is grown men dealing with fuckboys. Like, I think it's really funny now. Like, I've just been thinking about it. I'm like, wow. Like, the way that Dabo's talking about like this and everyone's talking about it. It's like, this is probably what the girls felt like with these dating these guys who are horrible. They're texting other people. They're leaving. They have commitment issues. They leave modern college football. It's grown men texting children to try and woo them.
And
It's a great system.
children texting each other, which slides right into our next topic. Oh, Caden Lee, wide receiver from Ole Miss, transferring to Mizzou following Ole Miss quarterback Austin Simmons, who lost his job to Trinidad Chambliss. Kind of weird that he didn't just stay there. Whatever. The whole thing was this took some time to happen. One, because Caden Lee's like another top prospect. Two, Ole Miss was in the playoff until January fucking 10th or something. So things were a little late. But my question to y'all is Vasista. You knew John from childhood. How long has it been for you two?
We were like 4.
Yeah, I think like
Oh
Pre-K,
my
baby.
God,
Pre-K.
that's beautiful.
pre-K, yeah. Pre-K, yes. There's pictures of us in pre-K.
It's very funny. We should try to find some.
I think I literally
And then
have it right here.
I took you under my wing in
By the
2018 in school and showed you everything you know about comedy. So
Yeah.
So, Vasista transfers from Iowa State to Georgia. What would you do to recruit either me and or John to Georgia?
Are we college football players? Am I trying to recruit you to be a football player?
No, they're trying to
Okay.
recruit me to take engineering at Georgia instead.
Okay. Here's my pitch to you, Josh. It's the SEC. All right, I lead with it's the SEC. It's the greatest town on earth. There's live music. We're under 21, and you can drink a lot easier in Athens, Georgia, illegally than you can in Ames, Iowa. I can tell you from my own experiences trying to get into bars at Iowa State with a fake ID.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly this theoretically happened, where I sold my theoretically fake ID at UGA after turning 21 to another Indian kid who looked nothing like me, and it worked without a hitch, never once even questioned. Theoretically, I saw another kid go to a bar as a freshman with a piece of paper as his ID, and also got in without a hitch. So
Incredible.
Yep. And then what else? Athens barbecue. Good barbecue. It doesn't snow. Doesn't snow at all.
But I'm a Midwest
river.
guy.
There's a
The
river.
Four Seasons means something to me.
I can't deliver
I have
that.
so many friends at Iowa State. You're going to ask me to leave them for you?
Stand-up's pretty good at at Georgia. There are a lot of live music venues you can perform at. They pay really well. I can tell you from experience. Sororities pay really well. There's a lot of options. John, it's also the SEC, but you're at Auburn, so this is a harder pitch. The football team's performing better.
No, I'm loyal. I don't have these commitment issues that you've been talking about.
The Auburn pitch is way harder because Georgia and Auburn on some level are really similar schools. And actually Auburn's engineering program is way better than Georgia's. So
It's true.
actually, you're both engineers. How am I going to pitch you on this? You get to do engineering and not be at an engineering school where you don't get to have fun. But John's at Auburn, so he still did having fun. But that's different. Iowa State was a boring engineering school. This is a fun engineering school.
I'm going to have to ask you a question that you don't know the answer to. How much good public golf is there in Athens?
There is you can golf in Athens for cheap,
Hell yeah.
super cheap. I took golf class in Athens. It was fun. That was my senior year class.
There's a golf class.
There's a golf class at Auburn, too. It's kind of sick. I'm sad I never took it.
I work in sales now, and it's ironically one of the most useful classes I ever took in college. Was just learning the basics of golf for free, essentially.
Well,
Well, I don't know.
For
I'm not gonna
John's
speak-
transfer, though, he will have to like do a year at Alcorn State and then transfer back to Georgia. But
I don't know.
He was
about
an
all
honor
that.
student. He could just go straight in, I think.
Yeah. It's a great pitch, but I'm not taking you up on it.
Come on, it's the SEC is a great pitch to a
Wow, sweet. I can
It
I
just
can
means
go-
more.
that kills
I can
me,
go hang
dude.
out with the 60% of our high school graduating class that went there.
Yeah. It just means more. You can run into people at the bar and not get to form a new identity post high school.
I don't know. I mean, that sounds like the locker room's a little crowded. There's a lot of competition there. I don't know if that would work for you then.
That was my pitch. A failed pitch. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I convinced either of you to leave.
I don't know. Well, after further consideration, I've decided to recommit to Iowa State.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $3 million to come play at UGA.
All right, now we're talking.
Only God
Yeah,
can
yeah.
judge me. I am committing to Georgia.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of transfer, I guess this is the fucking transfer episode.
Yeah.
Josh Hoover, TCU quarterback, one of the local legends, gone to Indiana. So now he is national championship hunting. Brendan Sorsby, Cincinnati quarterback, who was also at Indiana at one point, is now staying in conference and going to Texas Tech. Point hunting in the playoffs. Then Sam Levitt, I don't know what he was looking for, honestly. He won a conference championship. He was in the playoff before. He had a young coach that I'm sure meant something to him. But I guess he's hanging out with Lane Kiffin at LSU.
He needed guarantees that he would be allowed to play intramural basketball.
That's right. The question I want to know is your life as a result of these three decisions going into this season? Whoop! Sorry, my cat just jumped over there.
Wait. We're sorry. Did you have more?
You cut out.
Who's
a
under
little
the
bit.
most pressure going into this season?
Yes.
Oh, Levitt, gotta be right.
Yeah, it's got to be Levitt. I think Hoover's the best transfer for Indiana, like probably the best fit, in my opinion. But Levitt, I mean, LSU just has the most spotlight under them and the most pressure to perform immediately. Like I don't think they get to just be bad for 2 years or something. Also, like I feel like he went to LSU because he's trying to get an NFL shot, basically.
Mm.
And then
Who has the easiest offense to run? Like all these guys are in unique situations. Texas Tech, I mean, I don't know what their plan is for their offense. A lot
throw
of
the
stuff
ball.
kind of needs to change for them. Like they're going to be able to run the ball. Brendan Sorsby is a part of that, but I don't know how different their approach is going to be.
I think Sorsby is in the easiest off because I think they're just gonna run him, like power run him, run like a veer game, and then throw it deep, which was I would say the only two things he was good at anyway. Like no, I mean I'm not even saying as a diss. Like those are two very useful things
that's
to be good
why
at.
it's funny.
Yeah, and I'm like I guess Texas Tech's defense is good, and like that's just how they're gonna play ball. Like I feel like that. I think he'll have the most success. Probably, and it'll be the easiest offense because, like, I don't think they're going to try and complicate it for him.
That makes a lot of sense.
When I asked this question, I was thinking of Josh Hoover just because things at TCU were on him so heavily. They're doing that like 5 wide, like run and gun offense. It's just it's all Josh Hoover all the time. And they couldn't run the ball unless they were playing North Carolina. Like it just was so much work for him. And now going to the balance, like play action, like screen heavy, like offense at Indiana. Like I know they have some players like leaving for the NFL and so on, but I feel like just going from being a quarterback that has 85% of the offense in his hands to 65 is going to be so nice for him. Like I think we'll see the best Josh Hoover we've seen so far, just because he'll be in an offense that makes more sense.
Yeah, my only thing is I thought Indiana's offense like had a lot of like. I think you have to be a pretty smart quarterback to play that offense. Let's just say that. Like if I recall, like they have a lot of like option routes, like a lot of like quarterback receiver chemistry stuff where like they've got to be reading the zones the same way and stuff. Not that he can't do that, but I wouldn't consider it easy. Easier than what he was doing at TCU though.
I feel like in the place of a run game, he had to make all those decisions.
Well, yeah, he's not literally doing everything. That's true.
So I feel like for his own sanity, I think this will be a great year for him. Yeah. Like going from, I don't even understand how it works for them, honestly. Like TCU is just so hard to watch because they have so much like wide receiver talent. You want to get the ball into like 5 different guys' hands, but it's like, oh my God, we're up by 10 and I don't feel safe at all because we have to make the catch every single time to keep the clock running. It sucks. So, all right, next question. 5 years from now, who's the best off? This isn't just like a college career thing. This is like, how will we remember these guys and who's setting themselves up for the best like NFL success? I think we did touch on that with Levitt. I think the Lane Kiffin offense will be like exciting to watch him in. I remember watching him like scramble all over the place against Texas Tech and having it be productive. And I'm like, I think they're going to be all right if that's how Lane was fine doing things with Trinidad this year. So that'll at least be interesting. But opening the floor,
I mean, probably Hoover. Because, I think he's going to show out pretty well at Indiana. They've got a really good team. It looks like, pending any weird roster things happening in February. He'll be able to win a lot of games and probably parlay that into a decent NFL career.
I feel like it might be Sam Levitt. Just because I would say it's like the best leap from if he stayed at Arizona State, I don't know if he'd have an NFL shot, basically. I wouldn't have thought this before this season, but then Jackson Dart became an NFL quarterback, and I'm like, okay, well, if he can do it, like, I don't see why Sam Levitt can't. Like, they've got very similar like vibes as QBs. I would say Levitt's like way more like creative as a scrambler. Like, I don't know. I could see it totally working and getting him drafted. And the NFL has like become like simpletons at QB anyway, so like it could work. Like, it's like not like you have to read defenses anymore in the NFL. You can just play a college offense. So I think it might be him. And he gets to play in the SEC, and the other guys don't get to play in the SEC. So
very important.
On that alone,
very important.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Indiana, Texas Tech, not as good as LSU, despite both of them being in the playoff and one winning the championship.
Damn right.
All right.
It just means more, Josh. It just means more.
I don't know how I ever got confused on thinking otherwise. I don't know. I guess we can skip over this Fran Brown thing. This is just him thinking about how people make those decisions to like transfer, because everyone is getting paid something. And at a lot of places, if you're a star player that will have a big market on the transfer portal, you are maybe going to see a bump that's 200K is what he said. Then he was saying that for everyone that does transfer, that money does make a difference, but it's not life-changing money. It's year-changing money, is the quote. First of all, I think a 1-year infusion of $200,000 would change my life. So
It would change anyone's life. What?
I'm like, I don't know where he is getting that from, but
I
sure,
kind of see what he's saying, because
I understand.
If you just give me 200K tomorrow, I can't like quit my job. Like I have like, you know, a 3-year runway where like I don't have to worry about stuff if I do quit my job. I mean, 3 years is that'd be great to be unemployed for 3 years, but like
Yeah, with college players, this is about 6 months of runway. But
yeah, that's true.
if you gave them $200,000 to someone, like they will blow it instantly. But you're right. You could last a long time. Like you last like 5 years, depending on where you are.
Yeah, but I'm not living on a 40K salary, dude. Come on.
It just
it's
depends.
$200,000, and I'm not stopping working. It's just a bump on what I already had.
Yeah, maybe I take a couple extra vacations, more than a couple. I'm gonna spend this money well, but like, if I'm thinking life-changing money, I'm thinking like I quit my job and I never have to work again.
It is generational.
It depends on how you define it.
A 200K infusion is definitely generational wealth. That's all I'll say.
Dude, I'm 27. My kids are not getting a cent of that 200K. I'm spending it on myself.
If you put that in a money market fund that returns 3 to 4% a year, okay, and you just don't touch it, that is generational wealth. That's all I'm saying.
That's the option, but I was gonna joke about something you could buy. I don't even know what you could get for $200,000 that isn't like property or like some vehicle. Like I have no idea.
You can get a $200,000 Dodge Charger that 100% exists close to campus, next to a military base.
Yep.
You can put $200,000
and you don't have to get the
down.
28.99 APR fresh out of boot camp rate.
Yes.
This is our final game for the day. We're titling it, Are You Woke Enough? Cameron Morgan, Baylor true freshman defensive end, very highly thought of. He started this year, has entered the transfer portal as of December 30th. I scrolled through his timeline to see how this adventure has gone on. I want you two to put on your GM hats here and decide, are you still recruiting him, knowing that he is a very good player who started the Big 12 and whiffed on Jackson Dart a couple times, but it's still very good. So, December 30th, enter the portal. He tweets, might be time to leave Texas. Still in.
Yep.
Okay.
January 1st to January 2nd, a transfer portal docu-series announcement as the portal officially opens. I will read the announcement. Filming starts tomorrow. I'm documenting my entire transfer portal process to bring awareness of the space of collegiate athletes and the NCAA right now. Stay tuned at HBO, at Netflix, at YouTube.
Okay, I'm still
and then
in.
There's a clip of day one of filming.
I'm still in. I'm still
John?
I'm in, but I'm like, hey guys, we need to start looking at other defensive ends, I think. Like, we need to have some backups ready. This guy is... We'll see how it goes.
I do want to say, let's just say, hypothetically, we will shed some light on your process of an official visit in that time. That's part of the docuseries. Nothing proprietary, but We will meet your recruiting coordinator in the film. January 5th. Today will be my 4th day shooting the documentary about the hashtag transfer portal. Been a journey for sure. Tune in at Netflix Sports. Where is home? Question mark, question mark, question mark. This is... Oh, sorry. At Hollywood Smooth. Been having a blast producing this documentary for my son. Black car service to the airport. You gotta know how to treat royalty. Day 5. That is January 7th. Dad is producing the docu-series. Does that change anything?
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. I'm done. I was almost okay with this, but if any family member is involved in any money-making schemes, I am out.
The documentary has not been sold to HBO, Netflix, or YouTube. So
yeah, they're gonna make me buy it. They're gonna make me buy the fucking documentary when they don't buy it. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, James Franklin is in. January 9th, he commits to Virginia Tech. Classes begin in 11 days. He's a true sophomore. So this school year, whatever, transferring, I don't know how it works, but he's going to be in classes on the 22nd. But not so fast. 1 week later, January 16th, at Cameron Morgan, God's plans are bigger than our own. Final day of the transfer portal, he re-enters.
Oh my god.
So he had committed, not to you, and he's now back on the market.
Okay, now I'm back in.
You're back in.
I love this little nugget in the God's plans are bigger than our own quote tweet where it says, Morgan ranks as the number 114 overall player in the portal.
And immediately becomes one of the top players available.
Yeah, if you think about the last day.
Let me play
he
narrative
re-entered
ball.
himself.
The market has shifted. A lot of guys just signed, and you're still looking for a defensive end in this scenario. And one of the top ones available has re-entered the portal.
If I'm James Franklin, I full court press this and I get him back.
James Franklin doesn't have that dog in him.
If I'm James Franklin, I have his salary and say you can take it right now or never come back. I'm going to reverse this leverage, okay? You're more fucked than me.
Yeah.
I can suck this season. Like, this is... You don't understand.
I'm at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they committed way too hard to me.
January 17th. At Hollywood Smooth, his father says, hashtag transfer portal, wild, wild west, quoting this same transfer announcement. Then, January 19th, a statement, not from Cameron, from his father, the truth will come out.
I love this. I'm so in.
You're in.
I'm so in. I want to hire his father as an official member of staff.
We've now got details on the recruitment process at Virginia Tech. You're in, John.
I've been out.
John was out so long ago. I love a toxic family to bring brought into the program.
So, January 21st, transfer portal entry is allegedly over, Vasista. All the players that are on your roster should more than likely still be there. January 24th, I start building this timeline. That's when I started collecting all these tweets. The next day, at Cameron M, John 16:33. In the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Amen. That's a tweet. Only 49 likes on this one, so shows where Twitter's at.
Okay, here's my take though. He's a defensive end, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love a diva defensive end. It's one of those positions
Okay.
you get to be a diva. You know, if you're this confident, that you kind of need to be like that. It's like a wide receiver. I don't want a humble wide receiver. I want a basket case wide receiver. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I think defensive end, he'd be a great fit on the roster. His father is banned from the facility. I can make it work. I can change him.
You can fix him.
I can fix it.
But you don't
This
even
time
want
will
to.
be different.
You don't even want to. You want him to say the same.
I want him to be slightly reeled in. It's like the saying they say with horses, like when you're a jockey, it's like you can take a horse that's too aggressive and rein it in, but you can't take a horse that's not aggressive and make them aggressive. You can reel in an aggressive player, or a narcissistic one in this case.
And that's the final update. As
we go.
of January 31st, we do not have a commitment, but one of the
Where's
top
the
available
doc?
defense.
Where's
one
the
of the
doc?
top available
Yeah.
defensive end targets still available.
I need to see the documentary.
We have not gotten any updates in the docu-series.
I know a perfect landing spot for him where he would fit very well with the culture. Clemson with Dabo Swinney. I think this is exactly the type of guy that Dabo loves on his roster, and he's able to commit, and I think he'd be a great fit.
Let's do it, dude.
Highly recommend.
Now I'm very interested in the docu-series. I kind of didn't care. I don't know the player before this, but now I'm like, what did happen at Virginia Tech?
Yeah.
If you can tell me that story, I'm in. Netflix.
As long
Tap
as
in.
as long as it was produced by a professional, I'm interested. If it is just shaky iPhone footage the entire time, like,
No, it's Hollywood
No,
smooth.
He
it's
added
good.
Netflix and HBO, bro.
that's true. Yeah.
They've got tripods, I'm sure.
What if he got like $1 billion for this? Like, wouldn't that be insane?
Oh,
A Netflix docu
Dude,
series.
we need to check in on this weekly, I think. Whether it's like 5 seconds or 5 minutes, every episode until he commits, we need to keep an eye on this kid.
If he wants to get bought, he could go to the Fox News streaming service. He could spin it as a woke thing. He's tweeting Bible verses. He's from Texas. There's a market for this documentary. He went from a
Yeah.
Christian school at Baylor, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
James
rotting
Franklin is persecuting him as a Christian.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
The truth will be revealed. We will find the documents.
They're also trying to build their streaming service. There's a path here. See, this is why he needs to pay me to give him advice.
Yes, you should be his agent.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Call the camp, dude. They might be listening.
Always pivot to the Christian market. Every time, no matter what you're doing. Including this podcast, which will be officially a Christian podcast.
The
Well,
Claw
I mean-
State Christian Football Podcast. We've already done this.
Yeah,
Fair.
you actually very wokely persecuted us when you didn't join the BYU hour that we went very
Yeah.
pro family.
And we're not bullying Cameron Moore. His family didn't do anything fucking wrong. It's just funny.
It's just funny.
Like, there are much worse. Honestly, if something like just like legal had happened, I feel like this would be resolved already. Like,
Yeah.
he would just be at USF and it would be fine.
He's not doing anything illegal. He's just massively misplaying this. Is how I describe it. Let's just say that.
So yeah, we'll see. Future SEC champion Cameron Morgan.
Damn straight.
With
We
Auburn.
know he's not going to Texas, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he's probably like, why did I tweet that? There's so many schools in Texas. Why the fuck did I tweet that? All my offers are from Texas schools. Why the fuck did I do
But I
that?
said that I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what you said.
Yeah, that's true.
None of that matters. Delete the tweet and
Yep.
sign whatever you want. Your signature means nothing. Your tweets mean less. Unless they're read on the Claw State Christian Football Podcast.
Damn
Thank
right.
you again for joining us. for this packed off-season episode. We hope to have more stuff to share. Who knows? We'll try and follow a couple of threads.
Off season.
Week. Let's go. We're reconnecting with our girlfriends. We're
Yes.
we're going on dates. We're enjoying life. And there's no football happening at all. Nothing. There's absolutely no football on TV. We're not looking at it at all.
Correct.
We're right on the couch with Brock Purdy and the gang. It's awesome. All right. Thanks for listening, watching.
Bye bye.